Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the variegated Bonnie spider plant, also known as the curly plant. And I'll also put the professional name of this plant. I'll link that for you. Take a look at this. I've had it about a month and it is doing super well. I always have really good luck with my spider plants. I've never had a curly plant before, but it's basically the same thing as the regular spider plant. When I got it, had this new growth right here. And since I have gotten it, I have a new one right here. If you can see it right there. There it is. So it's doing really, really super good. I did just give her a trim because she had been underwatered at the nursery and had some brown spots. And I don't like all the brown, so I decided to trim her back, make her look really pretty, and she is looking so pretty. This is a pot that's probably about 8 inches. It is one of those hanging pots. And I got this at Lowe's. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's originally from South Africa and withstands temperatures of 65 to 75 degrees. This plant thrives best in bright, indirect sunlight. I have it sitting in a south window, and I have most of my plants sitting in a south window because it's really, really good lighting. So this is where I have this one sitting as well. Now I water this plant once a week, and I like to give it plant food every 2 weeks. And I use the Miracle-Gro plant food in liquid form. I give that every 2 weeks. Fertilize, I was fertilizing every 2 weeks at half strength, but now that it's midsummer, I just feel they don't need the fertilizer as much. It's not really as much a growing season. I feel like it's in the early spring when they really start taking off. So I'm cutting back to fertilizing at half strength once a month. I'm going to do that on all my plants because I kind of feel like they're just not really loving being fertilized every 2 weeks. So I'm going to cut that back to once a month, and I'm still going to do half strength. Now the soil that I use on this plant, I haven't transferred it. Of course, it came in the potting soil from the nursery, and I'm going to leave it in that one. But I would use the Miracle-Gro potting soil. If I was going to transfer it over, that's what I would put it in. It is a fast-growing soil and makes the plants grow almost twice as fast. So that's what I would use, and you can pick that up at Lowe's. Repotting, I don't plan to repot this one for quite some time. I may not even repot it at all. It's doing super in this plant. It's a good size for this plant, and I probably won't end up repotting it. But if I did, you only go up one pot size. Don't go up any more than that. You can propagate it by trimming off the babies and letting them sit in a little bit of water and root that way and just put them in a pot. I've done this so many times with my other spider plants and it works wonderful. I'm going to give you another tip too, and there's always some argument about this, and I don't know why, because it really works super well for me. When you want these babies to grow more and you see some like this right here, go down where the little baby plant is coming out at and just mist it. Mist it every day or every other day. Don't allow it to get dry or to dry out, and you will get more babies that way. That's how I always get more babies, once it starts producing the babies, and it works really well for me. Now pruning, you want to prune any leaves that start turning really brown. I had a lot of brown tips on this one, and I know it was because it wasn't watered good at the nursery. I like to trim them back. Now there is one right here, and that one may have to get trimmed too. I may have to go ahead and trim that. I don't like my plants sitting with brown tips on them. I think they do better if you remove all of that so that the plant can focus on getting to the good leaves and not the bad ones. So always trim back the brown leaves and the yellow leaves. Now, pests. They are susceptible to mealybugs, scale, spider mites, and aphids. I have never had any trouble with any of my spider plants getting those. So I would say it's probably not real common, but it can happen, so just be aware of that. Also, this is listed as a non-toxic plant. So if you have your cats and dogs that like to get around them, then you should feel pretty safe having them around your plant. Again, I don't like to let my animals get around my plants, but if they should, you won't have to worry as much. Okay, there you go. If you have any questions, be sure and link them below. If you're new to my channel, be sure and hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.